10 powerful Stoic strategies to transform your everyday life. Stoicism. Discover how the principles of Stoicism, an ancient, practical, and transformative philosophy, can bring more clarity, balance, and inner strength to your life. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Embrace this truth, and you will discover true strength. Marcus Aurelius. This phrase by Marcus Aurelius is more than just a beautiful quote. It is a call to awareness, responsibility, and inner freedom. In a world full of problems, distractions, and demands, remembering that real control lies in how we respond, not in what happens outside, is an act of great strength. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy, but its lessons are more relevant today than ever. It teaches us to live with clarity, courage, and purpose, even amid chaos. In this video, we will explore 10 Stoic strategies that you can apply in your daily life. Simple ideas that, if practiced, can change how you see the world and handle challenges. And this is just the beginning. If you want to grow inside, live with more balance, and take control of your mind, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Let's build a stronger, more centered, and freer life from the inside out. 1. Separate what depends on you. The first key of Stoicism is simple but powerful. Learn to separate what depends on you from what is outside your control. It sounds obvious, but think about it. How many times do you get stressed over things you simply cannot change? Time, other people's opinions, traffic, the past. None of these are under your control. What is? Your thoughts, your actions, your attitude toward the situation. Marcus Aurelius said true strength lies in recognizing this difference. When you focus on what you can control, like your response to a problem, and let go of the rest, you gain power. Power to act clearly, to avoid panic, to keep your peace. Next time something annoys you, ask yourself, does this depend on me? If the answer is no, breathe and move on. This is not indifference, it is wisdom. It is channeling your energy where it really matters. This daily practice changes your relationship with the world. You stop being a prisoner of chaos and start becoming the master of your own mind. 2. Practice the dichotomy of control. One of the main ideas in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. In other words, mentally divide everything that happens into two categories: what you can control and what you cannot. But don't just think about it, make it a daily habit. For example, when you wake up, consider what is within your power today. Your choices, your effort, your attention. Accept calmly everything else that is beyond your control. This simple division helps reduce anxiety and feelings of helplessness. When you understand you can't control other people's actions, but can control how you respond, you gain freedom. When you realize you can't avoid obstacles but can face them with courage, you grow stronger. It's like sailing. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. The dichotomy of control doesn't eliminate problems, but it changes how you deal with them. And that internal change makes all the difference. The practice is simple but requires consistency. The more you do it, the calmer and more centered you become. 3. Prepare yourself for discomfort. Stoics believe that discomfort shouldn't always be avoided. On the contrary, it's fertile ground for growth. One key Stoic strategy is to voluntarily face small discomforts. Why? Because it strengthens your mind. For example, try going without your phone for a few hours, or spend some time in silence without music or distractions. Go to bed earlier even if you want to keep watching something. Eat simple meals even if you could indulge. These small actions teach two important lessons. First, you can live well with less than you think. Second, mental strength can be trained just like a muscle. Epictetus said those who constantly seek comfort become weak when facing reality. Those who train themselves to face discomfort calmly become freer. So try exposing yourself to small challenges on purpose. Not to suffer, but to prepare. Life won't always be easy, and you'll be ready. 4. Use obstacles as your path. For the Stoics, obstacles are not interruptions in the journey, they are the journey itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea changes everything. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the Stoic asks, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I grow through this?" Lost a job? Maybe it's a chance to rethink your career. Faced disappointment? It could be an opportunity to build resilience. Facing a tough problem? Now is the time to practice patience, courage, or creativity. This doesn't mean romanticizing suffering, but facing it with wisdom. Pain exists. Problems will come. But you choose how to use them. With every challenge, ask yourself, how can I turn this into my strength? This simple mindset shift moves you from victim to master of your story. The obstacle is not the end. It is the forge of your character. 5. Practice negative visualization. It might sound strange, but the Stoics regularly imagined losing what they had. This practice is called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. The goal isn't to live in fear or pessimism. Quite the opposite. By imagining losing something, you learn to appreciate it more deeply. Think of someone you love. Imagine, just for a moment, that this person might not be here tomorrow. This reflection naturally makes you act with more presence, care, and attention. Negative visualization isn't meant to scare you, but to awaken you. It breaks the illusion that things will last forever. It reminds us that everything is temporary, even the good things. This practice also prepares you to handle loss, change, and unexpected events with greater balance. When you've thought through what could go wrong, you won't be as shocked if it happens. Try setting aside a few minutes each week for this reflection. Just a little time can transform how you live in the present. Valuing starts by imagining absence. And that connection brings you closer to the now fully and consciously. 6. Don't react immediately. One of the most valuable virtues for Stoics is temperance, which means self-control and balance. A simple way to practice it is, don't react instantly to impulses. Someone provokes you? Take a breath before answering. A piece of news upsets you? Pause before commenting. A strong desire rises? Observe it before acting. Epictetus said that between stimulus and response, there is a space, and in that space lies your power. Most people live reacting automatically. The Stoic chooses how to respond. You don't have to reply to everything in the heat of the moment. Even a few seconds pause helps you regain clarity. Anger, fear, and anxiety lose strength when not fed immediately. Over time, this practice improves relationships, decisions, and mental health. Remember, not reacting fast is not weakness. It's a sign of mastery. The more you delay impulsive reactions, the more you act with wisdom and awareness. 7. Live in the present, not in the past or future. Stoicism teaches us that the only reality we truly have is the present moment. Dwelling too much on the past or worrying about the future only steals our peace and energy. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the present is all that exists, and living focused on it is the key to tranquility. Of course, learning from the past and planning for the future are important. But what really matters is what you do right now. When your mind gets stuck in regrets or anxiety, bring your attention back to the present. What are you seeing, hearing, feeling? This simple practice reduces anxiety, improves focus, and makes every action more conscious and effective. Life happens now, and only in the present can you truly act. Make it a daily habit. Take a deep breath, look around, and be fully here. This is the path to a calmer mind and a lighter heart. 8. Cultivate daily gratitude. Gratitude is one of the strongest practices to build mental strength in Stoicism. Recognizing and appreciating what we have reduce excessive desire and suffering. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you wake up in the morning, say to yourself, "Today I will meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant." But he also teaches us to focus on what is within our power to be better despite this. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, but acknowledging that even in hardship, there are reasons to be thankful. It could be your health, a friend, the simple fact of breathing, or the lesson a challenge offers. Try setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. This daily practice creates positive effects on your mind and body, improves your mood, and helps you face adversity with more resilience. Gratitude changes your outlook. It makes simple things powerful. It lightens life. If you don't have this habit yet, start today. Write it down, say it aloud, or just feel it. What matters is to truly connect with gratitude in your heart. 9. Accept the impermanence of things. The Stoics understood that everything in life is temporary. Nothing is fixed or guaranteed, not achievements, not people, not feelings. Accepting this impermanence isn't easy, but it's essential for inner peace. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that living consciously means accepting that time takes everything away. When we understand that everything changes, we learn to let go of what we can't control and appreciate what we have while it lasts. This doesn't mean being indifferent or cold, but a deep acceptance that allows us to live more lightly and suffer less. By embracing impermanence, you become better prepared for loss, change, and the natural cycles of life. Practice remembering this daily. When something good happens, enjoy it fully, knowing it may not last forever. And when difficulties arise, accept that they too will pass. This attitude turns fear into calm and anxiety into trust in life's natural flow. Life is constant change. Wisdom lies in living well with this truth. 10. Value virtue above all else. For the Stoics, virtue, living with wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control, is the only true and lasting good. Everything else is temporary or indifferent. When you place virtue at the center of your life, all decisions, actions, and challenges gain greater meaning. You begin to act not to please others or avoid difficulties, but to become a better person each day. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life is short and should be used to cultivate what truly matters, our own moral and inner excellence. This doesn't mean perfection, but a constant effort to act with integrity, responsibility, and calm, even when circumstances are tough. By valuing virtue, you build a solid foundation for inner peace. You become unshakable because you depend only on yourself, not on external things. So put virtue at the center of your mind and heart. This is the true power of Stoicism, a power no one can take away from you. As we reach the end of this journey through 10 Stoic-inspired practices, it becomes clear that each step here is more than a routine. It's an invitation to build a life of deeper purpose, balance, and gratitude. Living by these principles doesn't mean you'll never struggle. It means facing each morning with courage, clarity, and presence. You already carry the strength to transform your mornings and your path by anchoring yourself in Stoic values like virtue, wisdom, and serenity. And this is just the beginning. There's a whole world of Stoic wisdom waiting for you, ready to help you live with more awareness, resilience, and meaning. So if this message resonated with you, come back every week. Together, we'll keep turning ancient philosophy into practical transformation, one step at a time. Support the channel by liking this video and subscribing, and share in the comments what resonated with you the most. What you'll see next might change how you see your life even more. I'll see you there.